was 14, I was living with my father. I was in with the wrong crowd. I got in trouble with law enforcement, in and out of juvenile custody. Then I was introduced to a man named Scott Hilton. He worked with the judge and my probation officer, and it was then that I had an opportunity to move to Eagle Rock Boys Ranch. Eagle Rock gave me the chance to work and go to school. I learned many things at Eagle Rock. One of the things Scott taught me was the importance of working for my own money. After graduating high school, I joined the military, served in Afghanistan, and now I have a beautiful wife, son, and a nice home, living the American dream. I still stay in touch with the man who stuck his neck out for me to give me a second chance. Scott Hilton is a small man with a big heart. I know deep in my heart that if it was not for Scott and Eagle Rock, I would be in jail or worse.
I wouldn't know where I would be right now if I never would have came to Eagle Rock.
I'm Scott Hilton, and I'm the founder and director at Eagle Rock Ranch. When I was 19 years old, I found myself in a juvenile detention center, not because I was locked up, but because I was mentoring for a campus ministries project. And I met a kid there by the name of Bruce, whose mom was a prostitute, and his dad was a drug dealer, and got to know Bruce over that period of time. And it became apparent to me that there was something real different about Bruce's situation as compared to mine, because I came up in a really good Christian home where I had lots of encouragement, lots of hugs from my mom, and my dad would go out and play ball with me all the time, and just a great place to grow up in a good neighborhood. And I realized that Bruce had not had that, and there I was looking at 4 years of college, and he was looking at 4 years of being in prison. It occurred to me that we don't really have control over the family that we're born into. None of us can control that part of our life. And so we have to play with the cards that we're dealt. And it kind of became my mission at that point as a 19-year-old to help kids like that, to give them a little bit of the chance that I had growing up. And I kind of felt this call on my heart to work with kids like Bruce. And I went on and finished college and graduate school, and I fell into a really good situation where I was going into homes and I was working with kids who had problems, and I worked with their families. But every time I'd get ready to leave, I would have to deal with the question of, can I go home with you? Can I go home with you? When can I go home with you? And these kids were begging to go home with me, and I didn't really understand that. Later discovered some of the things that were going on in those homes that I didn't know about were horrendous. And it became a real burden to me. And it occurred to me that the best way that I could help them was to give them a place to live and an escape from the environment they're in. Our mission at Eagle Rock is to help kids who've fallen through the cracks.
I feel that Eagle Rock really has a place in this community to help children and give them the chance that they need to succeed in life.
It's been quite an adventure since 1994 when we opened to see this idea of helping at-risk boys become men who are productive and honor God and support their families and their children. So one of the things that really separates us, I think, is we don't give up on kids. That's a very difficult thing. It creates a lot of problems because we feel like these young men have gone through enough already. Another rejection is not what they need. So we take a lot of pride in the fact that we don't give up. I don't want to be that person that the 30-year-old man says, I wish you hadn't given up on me. I might not be in prison today. I want to be the guy that they say, thanks for not giving up on me, and we pulled through.
The Eagle Rock Boys Ranch was founded in 1994 and has been home to over 250 boys. Eagle Rock is a non-profit organization located in Attala, Alabama, and is a place where boys 9 to 19 years of age come to live with house parents who take a Christian approach to child rearing.
Eagle Rock is not just a warehouse for kids or a program for kids. We believe at Eagle Rock it's relationships that make a difference in a hurting kid's life. To me, Eagle Rock Ranch is a place that gives children and kids and teenagers even a chance that didn't have a chance otherwise. It gives them hope, it gives them meaning and a purpose to go out and make a difference in life. It takes a kid from the street and turns them into a kid that's business savvy, that's a kid that cares about the community.
Here at Eagle Rock, I personally see a lot of those tragedies that come in with kids with very difficult stories, and then they become soldiers, and they become husbands, and they become good, productive members of society. I guess it shows the resilience of the human spirit, especially when someone like Scott can have a vision and don't give up on these kids that have met unfortunate lives.
It currently houses around 20 young men and is recognized by the IRS as a 501c3 and credited by the ECFA. Eagle Rock's main purpose is to see troubled boys become productive, successful adults and break the cycle of abuse.
But it's all about relationships. That's the one thing I've discovered. I can write the programs, the behavior modification, the level systems. I have a master's degree, I got all this experience. You can throw all that out the window if you don't build relationships with the kids. And that's what we really focus on. It's all about building relationships. So it's lifetime relationships that we really focus on.
The Eagle Rock thrift stores bring awareness to the community and help raise money at the same time. All proceeds go to benefit the ranch and its operation.
One of the things that we have started doing since about 2008 is developing enterprises where we can raise some of our own money to pay the bills. So we have a couple of thrift stores, we're developing some agritourism enterprises, just a number of small businesses that we're working on. But we're doing that for more than one reason. First of all, we feel like that is our niche when it comes to raising money. But secondly, we want to teach our guys that do something for yourself. Don't sit around and wait on other people to take care of you. Get out there and take some initiative and do some things where you can support yourself.
Well, if it wasn't for Eagle Rock, I wouldn't know where I would be. Probably be still on the streets, probably be doing, selling drugs or being in all types of malicious activity. But I'm just so grateful to be here, and Eagle Rock has been a great part of my life, and I'm blessed to have them a part of my life.